Hey there and welcome along to the 5th video in the Introduction to onCourse series. We've already created some sites and some rooms, and we've just gone through contacts and how to create a tutor in the last video. So in this one we're going to create our course, which is what comes before we create classes and sessions. So what we're going to do is we're on the dashboard here, and we're just gonna, I've already got it here in my navigation links, in my favorites. I'm going to click courses, and that'll bring us to the course list view. So what I want to do is we'll hit add record, and we can see here we have a brand new course record. So let's go through some of these fields. Up here we've got the course name and the course code. So the name can be anything you want, and similarly the code can also be anything you want. Suggest you keep it reasonably short and relevant, because it is used on the website. You can add tags to courses, which will let you sort of group them in certain ways. You can change the enrollment type. So there's two types of enrollment. There's either open enrollment, which lets anyone enroll themselves into a class, or there's enrollment by application, which allows students to apply, and you need to go through an approval process. We can cover that in a later video. Status, there's 3 different types of status. So there's course disabled, which means the course is disabled, can't be enrolled into. There is enabled, which means the course can only be enrolled in the office. So you won't be able to, people won't be able to see the course on your onCourse website. And then there's enabled and visible online, which means people can enroll on the website and that the course is visible there as well. And then lastly, there's data collection, which is something that I'm going to cover in a future video, but just loosely, data collection is the questions that will be asked to students when they go to enroll into this class. So we need to pick one of these. So I'm just going to pick non-accredited course, which is one of the defaults. So what we're going to make here today, we're going to make a bread baking course. So I'm just going to call it bread baking. And we'll call it BB Beginner, or Beginners. Sure, let's do that. Now if I scroll down, I'm going to set this actually as enabled and visible online. So that's generally what you're going to want to do. Enabled is useful if you only want to enroll people in the office. So if we come down, we can see there's a traineeship thing which allows you to set the course as a traineeship in the system. There's a waiting list. So a waiting list is something that's activated per course, and if you don't have any classes on, a student or somebody can add themselves to the waiting list, and they can then be informed of future classes when they are created. The classes button here is what we'll be focusing on in the next video. This section here, the web description, is very important. So this is where you will enter the description for the course that's going to appear on your website. This is probably the main thing that people are going to see. This is the main text that people are going to see on the course page, on this courses page. Oh, that didn't type anything. And what you want to do is obviously flesh this out and make it quite, use a lot of good text, because this is where a lot of your SEO comes from as well, on your website. And we have, you can see here, this is a reasonably easy Wysiwyg text editor to use, so you can do a bunch of your formatting in here. You can add documents, which will cover documents in a future video. You can also add relations to other courses or to products, which we cover in another set of videos on our YouTube channel. You can add separate notes. The vet section is for RTOs only, so I'm going to skip that for the moment. Same with modules and units of competency. It's really only for RTOs or anyone offering funded training. And then you have availability rules, which is, again, if you know that you want to have a course not be available for a certain period of time, you want to take it off for a month, then you can do that. We're going to hit save, and if we scroll down our list, here we go, we can see it here, bread baking in our list. We don't have any current classes because that's what we're going to do in the next video. So I'll see you in that one.